Hello and welcome to Grand Signature Blog. I am Shanique Hughes and I'm with my mentor Robert Kenneth. And right now we're going to talk about lease option and
cash for keys.
Cash for keys. What exactly is cash for keys?
I got the cash, give me the keys.
Okay, you got them.
Done deal.
And then what?
Done deal. Well, then you literally, you have the keys, they've gotten the cash, they move out, you rehab, you remodel, you sell the property. There's a little detail I left out. It's called get the deed, okay? Because that gives you the ownership, and everybody moves on in their merry way.
So let's say that I'm going through some trials and tribulations. I'm in pre-foreclosure,
okay,
and I talk to you. And you're going to give me cash, and I'm going to give you the keys. I'm going to give you the deed. So that would be
physically and literally going to give me the keys, and I want the deed so that I have ownership of the property. Just because you've given me the deed, you're still on the mortgage, you're still on the note, you're still accountable and responsible. So you have to be very clear and tell the owner, how this is working, what are the benefits. Of course, they're not going to take the hit as a perfected foreclosure on their credit. You're giving them money, hopefully that gives them an opportunity to move and get relocated. But more importantly is you've got to be clear and concise and specific and let them know typically it's not a long-term hold. You're going in, you're going to fix it up, you're going to market it, you're going to sell it. They are going to be taken off of the mortgage and off of the note because the person you're selling it to is paying you enough money so you can pay that all off, and all of it has to be in writing, okay? Everything that we do, I can verbally tell you, but verbally is a he said, she said. I want to make sure that it's clear, concise, specific, it's written, and everybody understands.
And as investors, somehow miss that language or that verbiage that is actually going to protect you in the near future for any misunderstanding.
Absolutely. So let's transition to a lease purchase or a lease option. We do it because we're comfortable. We've done it for many, many years. It's a viable program, and different from cash for keys, we're actually giving the former owner the opportunity to sell us the house. We buy it for an agreed amount of money. We save and protect the majority of the equity on their side of the fence. We give them legally binding agreements that virtually say we will not and cannot sell the property, lease the property, rent the property, put a mortgage on the property without their having a first right of refusal. The two most important things that they need while they're in a foreclosure dilemma is they need time and money. And by going into a lease purchase agreement, we're giving them both.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win situation.
And yet people are afraid.
Well, they're afraid because there have been a lot of cons. There's been a lot of charlatans, a lot of thieves, and you got to be careful, without question.
And I want to clarify, you're not offering a reverse mortgage.
Oh, please. No, it has nothing to do with the reverse mortgage whatsoever.
And in my terms, if I can say in my terminology or simplifying it, is you're bringing them current.
Yes.
And you are having sort of ownership of the property.
There's no law in America that says if you're the owner of the property, can't sell it to me. Once I own it, it's my right to sell it to whomever. However, in this circumstance, I'm agreeing to sell it back to you. So let's use real numbers. Let's say the property's worth $300,000. Let's say you have $100,000 owed to the bank, and you're $50,000 behind, which is substantial, okay? Could be a year, could be 2 years. When we put up the $50,000, we've made no money. We've covered none of our expenses.
Correct.
Okay? So we'll build in profits. We're not here to give you a mortgage. Therefore, it's not a reverse mortgage. It's not a mortgage at all.
It's just a way to help you save the property, let you stay there and not lose your home, and gives you time.
So we're doing both of those, but if we go back to the numbers, and if we had to put up $50,000, and let's say we charged 15, 20, 25,000. So now it's 175,000. But if it's worth 300, we protected $125,000 of their equity. We know that the fair market value is 300,000, but we're not selling it to them
and
for 300,000.
Please remind or refresh your memories. What is equity?
Equity is the difference between fair market value and total debt. The difference. So if it's 300,000 and you owe 175, there's $125,000 of equity. Right.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rob, for telling us this and these options that we can actually have access to. So if you know of anyone that is going through pre-foreclosure or NODs, which is
Notice of default,
which is here in the West Coast, please call Rob. He can help you guys, and I know that because I have the most trust and confidence in your services.
And I greatly appreciate it.
How can they get a hold of you?
Feel free to call me at area code 954-494-2054 or email me at hotforeclosure, spelled HOTFORCLSR @AOL.com.
Great. Stay tuned for much more because this guy is not going anywhere. Subscribe and join the investment community. We have a new episode every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube and Vimeo.